Hey Project Fam, I'm going to do something a little different today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically show you how long it takes me to work on these projects. So I'm just going to work on the door today. I am just going to work on the door, nothing else but the door. And that door is a challenge because I don't know how it goes. There are really no videos to tell you exactly what happens with this door. I have a donor door. I don't know what's missing. So basically it's me taking apart the door puzzle and just kind of showing you how things work. But hey, stay tuned. I'll talk a little bit later. Let me get into this intro. You already know that I messed up. I bought the wrong fenders for the car. The fender I bought was for a 996, which is this model, but it's for 9901 and actually can go to 04, but since these have the different style headlights, this fender is a little different. So I'm thinking about plan B. And my plan B is to call in a mobile body guy and see if he could, this is solid metal, to see if he can hammer this out. See if he can kind of unbend this little piece over here. I don't know if he could do it. I know they could fix the hood. And you know what? Just for picks and giggles, I wonder what they could do about this bumper. If they'll give me a price and be able to do a decent job and just put primer on the car, shoot, I might even get them a price just to paint it. So I'm gonna reach out to my mobile body guys. And that's just something I thought of in the last minute. But all right, for today, we're going to get to the passenger side or right-hand door and at least swap the molding. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is I am going to put the window down. This window's in my way, so I'll lower the window, see if that makes a difference. But before I do that, I've got to plug in my cables. If something feels a little odd about this video, yeah, the fact is I'm not doing a voiceover. I'm actually talking while I'm working. I don't do that often. It's a different style. If you guys like it, you know, I'll look at the analytics. If you watch it and you enjoy it, I'll do it some more. Otherwise, I'll just voice over everything. Why? Because I love talking into the microphone. Or maybe there's a key inside the car. Let's see if, even if there's a key inside the car, I gotta go around the other side because there's no key inside here? What kind of crap is this? Dang it. Oh, there's a key. Key in the seat over there. So let me go around, put the key in the ignition. I tell you, it's gonna take me some getting used to with the key being on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Like, that is so foreign to me, but all right. So here's my key. Turn it on. Window switch is in the middle. I can't even reach the doggone window switch. Come on, dude. You know what? Yeah, just a fun fact. I'm gonna run into a problem where the windows are not working, but this is when it was working, so let's enjoy it while it works, because I spent a lot of time trying to figure out why the windows are not working. Ooh, see? That ain't right. Is that right? Ooh. Anytime you're putting a window down and you hear crunching noises, it's probably not a good thing. Yeah, I wanted to edit that out, but I didn't. What's going on? Glasses in the chair. All right, so you see how it goes from down here. Ooh, man, it goes up there through the chain. Just pull it down a little bit. So this is part of the fun of the project. Trying to figure out how this works, how it goes. I'm lucky this time because I actually have a donor door to the right and I can see what's wrong. And just based on looking at that donor door, I realized that I made a mistake already. And I put that plate on backwards. That plate needs to come off. Crap. I installed this. This has to come out again. Dang it. Yeah, I installed this. So I have to take this out. Which means also taking this bolt out. All right, that's what I have to do. So power tools are not a must, but it sure makes my job a lot easier. And when you work on these cars, especially the foreign cars, using a lot of metric sizes. Most of the small bolts are like 8mm. That's just so satisfying. Larger is like 10mm, so you should keep a 8 and a 10 handy. Really, dude? At all times. So that is the bracket that I put in wrong. That yellow thing to the left, that's actually the door airbag. Now, I'm going to fast forward this because I took way too long to get this metal piece out the door. On projects like this, it's kind of best not to rush. You want to take your time. You want to understand how things work, because when you rush, you make mistakes. And when it comes to these cars, you break things. And the things that usually break are plastic. Or you put a screw in and you cross thread the screw because it's the wrong screw. So you just kind of take your time and you figure things out. You enjoy it. Sometimes I'll put music on in the background. Usually I just kind of talk to myself. So that's why I'm bringing you guys along, so you could see what it takes to work on these cars and look at these projects. If I get really stuck, I'll go and I'll try and find some videos. I wish there was a manual I can download that had step-by-step instructions. Probably for the right price that is available, but I'm not going to pay it. So I just take my time. I work slow. I look, I figure things out. If I run into a problem, I stop. I grab a cup of tea. I think about it. I watch some more videos. I do some reading, and then I come back to it. All right, so I'm just going to, how about this? Let's assume that I got the plate out and now we're working on the next item. I think next time I'll just add some music and I'll just fast forward through all this. But I wanted to show you, especially in at least one video, just kind of step by step on what it takes to work on these projects. And I am only working on the door, not even like installing a door, just the door panel. Like, that's how long it takes. So now what I'm doing is I'm making sure that the window goes up and down nice and smoothly. I have the moisture barrier on the door. At some point I will get a proper moisture barrier without rips, and I will install that. Put on a fresh pair of gloves because the glue from the moisture barrier, the gray stuff, just made everything sticky. It makes my tools sticky, everything I touch sticky. If I touch the paint, it gets sticky. All right, so now we're working on the weather stripping. This is the weather stripping that I bought on the donor car. And so I got the weather stripping that goes on the top with that little triangle to the right. And I also have the weather stripping that goes around the door. So I had to take it off because it was in the way of putting the weather stripping that's going to go around the door. So don't throw it in there. You might lose it. I got to take it off here. So now as I'm pulling the weather stripping away from the donor door, the black one is a donor door obviously, I'm realizing a few things. One is it's held on by some weather stripping glue in one of the corners, so I have to get the glue. The other thing is that weather stripping that goes all around the door, well, it's held on by these little clips. And by the time I take the weather stripping off, I realize that I'm breaking the clips, those little white clips. So now I'm delayed at least another week with the door weather stripping because I have to order clips. Even if I try and take this weather stripping off that's held on by these little clips, and I break a couple, I need replacement. So this is a project that's going to wait a week. You know, I have to wait a week to put the weather stripping on, but at least now I know exactly what I need. So at this point now, I will place an order for the clips to go around the door. So when that comes in, maybe next weekend, what I can do is start putting the weather stripping that goes around the door so I can finally put this door all back together. All right, and that's it for this video. Next time you see me, I'll continue working on the door. I'll have more supplies and we'll get it done. But just like hip hop, yo, this video's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, tell a friend, pass it on.